This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill. You want to be my wife?
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.
What is going on, and welcome to Take on the World with
Strange Mike. Johnny.
and Weird Johnny Mike.
What's my name again? I don't know. What do we got today, Mike?
Well, we're going to have to do some housekeeping first.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the Deluxe Edition Network right here. You're going to want to go to deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Tell him, Mikey.
And check out all the great podcasts. This is a great group of podcasters. There's some really talented and informative podcasts on the network. I suggest you check them all out. deluxeeditionnetwork.com. While you're at deluxeeditionnetwork.com, you'll want to check out the Spotlight podcast. Every month there's two. This month, for the month of August, one of them is the Broken System podcast. And Johnny,
have you ever watched a crime show where they got it completely wrong, where they chase down the wrong leads, where they do everything wrong, and you know as that person affected by that crime that they are completely misled, but they won't do anything about it, and they're wrong.
So yeah, that's what they check. What happens if a killer goes free and the wrong person gets convicted?
Yeah, that happens all the time, man.
And
I'm telling you.
Robert Palmer covers all those cases. The second Spotlight podcast is Quad Pro Quo.
Quid?
No, Quad. But it's inspired by the quid pro quo of Silence of the Lambs. It's hosted by a couple and their neighbors, and they one of them picks a movie, and the rest of them go about. He tries to convince them that this is why the movie's good, and then in the end, they all give their opinion on the movie. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. Just like you and I don't always agree, but it's entertaining. I listen to this one when I'm mowing, and I enjoy it. It's always fun. So check them out. Quad Pro Quo and the Broken System podcast, Spotlight podcast for the month of Augusta. And now that that's out of the way,
back to the topic at hand.
Well, we're not there yet.
Not yet.
We gotta talk about not being on for a while.
Yeah.
We both had a lot going on.
As life goes, you know, we have lives.
Outside of podcasting,
we have lives.
You know, this is our livelihood here, but sometimes you got to break away from it.
You know, when I'm not making millions off the podcast, I got to actually do a real job.
Speaking of making millions, I want to talk about Copper John's. Beard care.
Oh, yes, sir. I
know, that's why I wanted to do this, because I know you bought the soap.
I don't remember what the name of the soap was. You kind of caught me off guard. It was something coastal or whatever, and it lasts forever, and I love it. I was so clean, my face wasn't breaking out, and then I just felt squeaky clean when I was done with it. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel like greasy, and you can use it. I used it on my hair, face, whatever. And then when I got out of the shower, I usually don't have to shave because these little pubes don't grow too fast.
10-4.
But
I got to shave every day.
I did buy the beard butter, and I put that on, and the fringe is like it's more controlled. And then when I'm done with wiping it on my beard, I just rub it in my hair and I'm good to go. And I smell fucking amazing.
I also, after you said you love the soap, I bought some soap. I got cherry something.
Oh yeah, you did say the cherry one smells amazing.
Fucking smells amazing. When I got the package and I would squeeze the package and air would come out of the package.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah,
and then I got the lime basil.
I would surmise probably anything they sell smells amazing.
Yeah,
and it's all natural stuff.
And I use the beard butter. Now we bought this stuff. Like,
well, but hold on, back up. I'm so impatient.
Somebody was impatient.
I bought the stuff even though somebody has a discount code.
And that discount code is going to be right up top here.
And I didn't remember what it was. And I texted him and he didn't get back to me. And I was like, yeah, screw it. I'm going to buy it. So I paid full price for it, which is fine. I don't mind donating or spending money on a good product. And what I got was a awesome product.
Now, I have said this before. Everybody has their favorite beard and soap and whatnot. I was using Duke Cannon soaps and I like them.
See, I did not like them.
I did.
I didn't like them.
Oh, too bad for you.
And I think the smell did not, it wasn't strong.
And it didn't stay.
Yeah,
it didn't hold. But the Copper Johns, the scent stays with you.
It stays.
So everybody has their favorite. We like these. We bought these. We're using these. If you have a beard or
pubic hairs
on your face, and you know, or you're looking for a decent soap to use, check them out. And you could check them out and get the discount.
And listen, I'm a big guy, and I got to shower regularly, and sometimes the stuff you get at the store just does not do the trick. You stink after you shower, and this stuff, I guarantee you will not smell after you will smell great after you shower.
Truth. So check out Copper Johns. I have a direct link for the discount in the description, and I have the discount code above us if you just want to go to their website and check it out. So now we will jump on to our topic. And this is something that we've touched on slightly in a previous episode.
Yes, slightly, but has been a topic for, we've come up for years with my crazy shenanigans and my storytelling at work. And all I can tell you is what I remember and my truth. There's no holds bar. I don't hold back. And you can make fun of me all you want.
I will.
And they do. But I'm okay with that because I'm amongst brothers. And
so we are going to talk about lucid dreams. And if you don't know what a lucid dream is a type of dream where the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming while they were still within the dream itself.
I would also consider that as a dream that is so vivid that you remember it when you wake up as well. Does that make sense?
Sometimes you do. Yes. You realize you're dreaming while in a dream, which grants you certain level of consciousness and some ability to control the dream narrative.
Yes. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
I can wake up. I usually have to go to the bathroom, and I can go right back into the dream.
That is not 100% how most people see it.
No, it's when I talk to people, they're like, "Dude, I wish I could do that."
So, WebMD, if you've ever had a medical problem, you went on WebMD. They say that you're aware that the events flashing through your brain aren't really happening, but the dream feels vivid and real. You may even be able to control actions as they unfold, as if you were directing a movie in your sleep, right? Which I have done.
Yes.
Sometimes I cannot. Sometimes I can. But studies suggest that half of the people have at least had one lucid dream, but they probably don't happen often. Usually a handful of times a year.
Now that is strange to me because
I have them all the time.
Same here. I have them almost every single night.
I don't have them every single night, but I have them, I would say, at least once or twice a week.
I mean, my dreams are like, well, what I say, like I told you before, like they're just crazy. And
yes, they are.
You know, the fact that I can remember them and I dream in color, which most people don't either.
I do too.
Which I probably jumped ahead. So I digress.
I don't even think that's part of lucid dreaming. I think some people can dream in color, some people can't.
Yeah.
Lucid dreams can range from subtle moments of recognition, like, hey, this is a dream, to fully immersive experiences where you can have complete control over the dream's content. Now for me, I don't know that I've ever had 100% complete control over the dream. I've had a majority of the control.
I would say the same.
I mean, complete controls mean you can change any aspect of your dream.
There's always always
something that I can't do.
There's always some chick that you can't bang, or
that's not true.
There's like something wrong. Like, should I go full Johnny?
Go full Johnny, whatever, dude.
Like, you know, you're like trying to get with that girl or something, and there's just something inadequate about you, or
I've never had that experience.
You know, you're trying to box somebody and you can never hit them.
I've never had that experience either.
You've never had that? Dude, that's super common.
I'll beat the fuck out of a motherfucker in my dream. My
dreams are always like I can't run fast enough.
That's happened.
I'm
fat. I shouldn't be able to run fast enough.
Or I can't. It's like I try to hit somebody with full power, and it's like, ooh, and it just doesn't happen. And yeah, exactly. So it's very. Those dreams are very frustrating.
I'm like a Shaolin motherfucking monk in my dreams.
Or I've had ones where I've literally woken myself up out of a dream, like swinging on somebody. Like
I've done that.
There was like I think it was like just 2 weeks ago. I woke up and I punched my fan. And I was like, you know, it took me a second to realize. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And I woke up and my hand hurts, and my fan was knocked over. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I remembered I was having a lucid dream.
So they say it can be incredibly vivid and lifelike, often blurring the line between dream and reality. Lucid dreaming has been studied and practiced by individuals interested in exploring the capabilities of dreaming mind, creativity, problem solving, and personal growth. So, like, people have, we'll get to it, but there's certain ways to
like train yourself
to basically trigger a lucid dream. But there's some dangers to it and there's some benefits to it.
Now, I know if we had Deb down here, we would kind of talked about this last time
in our 100th episode.
Yeah, and she was like, well, your inability to something that is missing in your life. So I know she talked about that, and there's gotta kind of be some truth to that, I would think.
I think what she was saying, and it may be true, and we probably should have invited her down for this because we did have a decent discussion on this last time. That what she was talking about was interpreting the dreams,
right?
Where this lucid dreaming is not really about interpreting your dreams. It's about you controlling your dreams, putting a bridle on them and riding them.
Right. Or I would say even just remembering them.
Yeah.
Like waking up and having, because if you talk to anybody, like you wake up and like, I don't remember my dreams. and
that has happened to me as well.
As far as like somebody that can wake up and I had this crazy dream. I remember it, I wrote it down. Like the one that I wrote down was like 3 fucking pages long. And it was just, anyway. So I think there's like a couple maybe areas of it.
There could be,
as far as I'm concerned, anyways.
So, when do lucid dreams happen? Lucid dreams are most common during rapid eye movement or REM sleep. It's a period of very deep sleep marked by eye movement, faster breathing, and more brain activity. Now, the thing is REM sleep supposedly doesn't happen very long at one point. Like, it'll happen several times while you're sleeping, but it's not an extended period of time. So I think your time perception while you're dreaming in those states is very skewed. So you might think you had this very long, vivid dream, and it could have only been a couple minutes. REM sleep happens about 90 minutes after falling asleep. It lasts about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in a normal person sleeps 6 to 8 hours. That's a short period of time.
Yeah.
But that's how vivid these dreams are that you remember it.
So I kind of want to dispute this because, and it does say you usually enter REM sleep about 90 minutes after falling asleep. But I can go into REM sleep like that.
I can't.
Like I will fall asleep. The moment I fall asleep, I'm having a vivid lucid dream. And
I have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble staying asleep. And when I have lucid dreams, or what they're describing as lucid dreams, it's even harder for me to stay asleep.
Yeah, it's crazy because I know the other day I fell asleep for maybe about 20 minutes and I had a whole entire story to tell. It's like I lived a lifetime. Not a lifetime, but I lived like maybe 2 years that my brain went over in that 20 minutes time.
I'm going to sidetrack here for a second. I don't know if you watched Star Trek Next Generation.
I did when I was a kid.
When Jean-Luc Picard actually had an entire life while he was in a state of what caused dreaming. I don't know if he was unconscious or if he was injured, right, but he lived an entire life on another planet.
Isn't that crazy how your brain works that way?
Yeah.
Like you can do that. Like, and like sometimes it's so confusing when you wake up, you're like, it's sometimes when I wake up, I'm like, did all that shit just happen? I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta like tell myself like, no, I'm like, I know when like something doesn't jive and that didn't happen. And I was just dreaming. And
so while we jumped ahead, it says, as you sleep, each REM period is longer than the one before, finally lasting up to about an hour. So you start at 10 minutes, you come out of REM, you go back into REM. It might be 15 minutes. You come out of REM, you go back into REM, and the next one is 30 minutes. And you come out of REM, you go back in REM, and it could be up to an hour.
Yeah.
And I will say that when I do sleep straight through, my dreams are broken up like that. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I've stopped dreaming. And I want to get back to that dream.
Yeah. I've had dreams where they weren't great. Like normally my dreams are like awesome, where like you're winning or you're doing something that's great and it's very positive. And then I've had dreams that were like, oh, it's like maybe I'm like having to do something at work. And then I get up and go to the bathroom, come back, and I go right back into the same dream. And like, damn it.
I got to start over.
Yeah, I'm still lifting this heavy shit up and having to, damn it.
my dreams are a mixed bag where sometimes I'm winning and sometimes I'm not.
It's a mixed bag, baby.
Neuroscientists don't know exactly what and why lucid dreams, how and why lucid dreams happen, but they have some ideas.
Now, how do you feel about that? We know as scientists and everything, we know so much about the human body and the past and you know, all that stuff, but yet we can't grasp what's going on in your head.
Well, the brain is just a complex thing.
Yeah, I mean, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that fascinates me to no end. Like there hasn't been no successful brain transplant from human to human. I think there's one from like a human to a monkey.
That's not true. I've seen a movie.
And
Young Frankenstein had a successful brain transplant.
But you know,
they took a brain from Abby Normal.
You mean to tell me you took an abnormal brain? But it's so fascinating to me. I mean, I don't want to clog up in this whole thing with, you know, my obsession with the human brain, but let's continue.
Okay. For one thing, studies have found physical differences in the brain of people who do and don't have lucid dreams. So your brain and my brain are wired in a way that we can have lucid dreams. There's people who cannot. The very front part of the brain, called the prefrontal cortex, the site of high-level tasks like making decisions and recalling memories, is bigger in people who have lucid dreams. I've always said I'm the smartest motherfucker you know.
Is that why my forehead's so big?
You have a 5 head. That suggests folks who are most likely to have lucid dreams tend to be self-reflective types who chew over thoughts in their head. And I will tell you that is one of the reasons sometimes I cannot sleep. I have so much shit going on in my head.
Yeah.
That if I don't write it down or
I'm
make note of it, I can't sleep.
I'm the complete opposite. Like I have no trouble sleeping. Like when I go home, I go home. I don't take.
Well, we just talked about this today. We have experienced you.
Yeah, like
standing up sleeping.
We're similar in so many different ways, but we're completely different in so many different ways. Like the fact that like your mind is going on, and so is mine. But when I go to sleep, I shut down.
See, mine never shuts down.
And I don't know if it's just because I have sleep apnea, but
I have sleep apnea too. So,
like when I do not think about stuff when I get, and maybe I would say that maybe once in every blue moon, something really bothers me where I can't sleep. But it's like once or twice a year.
No, I it's not that it bothers me. It's just that my brain does not stop thinking about it.
Right.
So one study in Germany tracked brain activity in volunteers as they slept. Based on these measurements, researchers say lucid dreaming may be the kind of between state where you're not fully awake and not fully asleep, which makes a lot of sense with me.
Yeah.
Now with you, you're fucking out when you're out.
Dude, I'm telling you, Michael, when I can literally go from awake to dreaming as soon as I fall asleep.
I think it seems like that for you.
No.
Because you're out. How do you know? How do you know how long you're out?
Because I know that when I wake up, I haven't been asleep that long, but yet I have a whole story to tell.
You got some stories to tell.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, that all that shit should not have happened in the 5 minutes that I was asleep.
I don't disagree.
Right. This is why this topic fascinates me, man.
Some sleep scientists believe that lucid dreams may also happen just outside of REM sleep. Speaking of sleep, I'm tired. Which many have long thought is the only time when you dream. If I never get into REM sleep because I dream all the time. Now I don't always remember my dreams.
This is suggesting that only REM sleep is when you're going to be dreaming, correct?
Well, this is saying that some scientists say that just outside of REM sleep is when you dream.
I mean, this is like they have no fucking idea.
Right. It's a brain thing. It's like saying this is in the ocean. They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because the ocean's so big and we've only explored like 5% of it.
And to me, that is crazy. All this technology that we have today, but yet we know so little about the human brain.
Right.
You know?
Lucid dreaming can offer several potential benefits and positive experiences. Here are some advantages that are often associated with lucid dreaming. Enhanced self-awareness. Lucid dreaming provides an opportunity to develop and strengthen your self-awareness by recognizing that you're dreaming while in the dream state. You can cultivate greater understanding of your thoughts, emotions, and experiences within the dream world. Creative exploration. In other words, you can expand your creativity through lucid dreaming.
Oh, I totally believe that.
I do too. Overcoming fears and nightmares. Lucid dreaming techniques can be used to confront and overcome nightmares and fears.
I believe that too.
I don't believe that one because one of my lucid dreams is a reoccurring nightmare that I've been having since I'm a kid. And it is one that I cannot control. If I try to deviate from the path, it continues to pull me back to that path and same dream.
So you can have that same dream over and over again.
I've had it over and over again.
Try different ways to go.
Yep. And I'm always back on that same. It always ends up with me on the edge of a cliff.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I mean, it's going back to what Deb said. Like, what does that mean? Is that's like something else?
I'm sure that one means something.
Yeah.
Because I've had it for years. Like, despite the changes in my life over time, I've had that same dream.
Yeah.
So that's an underlying something in my psyche.
Man, that's crazy that you can remember a dream that you had from when you were a kid that travels with you the whole time.
Do you know what's amazing about that? I don't remember shit from when I was a kid, but I remember this fucking dream.
Right.
This one dream that I have had over and over and over and over and over again. I remember it. And I also know that when I try to grab the reins and steer those horses off that path.
So wait, hold on. What is your dream?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Fair enough.
But if I try to change that dream in any way, it always takes me back onto the same track, to the same spot,
to the same
ending.
Same ending.
And the ending,
which is no good.
The ending never completely happens.
Before you wake up.
I don't like
you'll wake up before it happens.
It's like watching a movie, a mystery movie. It's like watching Clue and never knowing who did it, where, with what. Because the dream always ends before
you wake up before it
every time
comes to fruition.
Every time. I also know after a situation that happened in the other jail that I worked at, I had nightmares for a very long. I still, not as often, but I still get nightmares about that situation.
I can say, thank God that I don't have nightmares.
Never?
I've had like maybe one or two that were like not pleasant. I wouldn't consider them nightmares, but no.
Good for you, bro.
I don't know what that means. Like, should I be having nightmares? Like, should I not? like all the shit that I've been through, you would think there would be a nightmare or two in there. Maybe I'm just too dumb to remember them. I don't
know. So one of the other benefits is problem solving and decision making. Individuals use lucid dreams as a tool to problem solve and decision make. By entering a lucid dream with a specific issue in mind, you can explore different perspectives, test potential solutions, or gain insight that might aid real life decision making. And that may be why my reoccurring nightmare, there's nothing I can do to change what I think caused that nightmare.
Well, I would kind of consider you high functioning, not in the sense of like you're retarded, but like you're very intelligent. And like for me, like I would consider myself, yeah, I'm intelligent, but I'm not on that plane where I'm like on an alternate level thinking things. I'm just kind of like, like
I overthink things. I always have.
So maybe that might be it. And I don't like, I want to, when I want to do something, I'm like, I want a clear, quick fucking decision. Don't overthink it. Fucking come up with something. And that's worked for me for my 40 years of existence.
I'm not someone who second guesses.
No, you're decisions. Not. No, you're not.
However, I am a person who thinks through.
Like when we packed the truck up this morning, I would have done it completely different than you did. But I wouldn't say you overthought it, but you were like on a different scale. You're like, I want this to go here. And then for me, I would be like, just put it here, 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 here. I'm playing Tetris. Like, it doesn't work. Fuck it. Throw it on top. You know what I mean? Like,
and see, I look at it as it's also Tetris, but I don't like losing.
Right. Well, I don't like losing either, but
so I have to get it right.
I'm not as anal about it as you are.
No, true. Most people aren't.
And I would, maybe that's you were very anal
about certain things. I am.
And that's a good thing. Like that works.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not.
It's worked for you for so long,
So one of the other benefits they say is emotional and psychological healing. Another one that I don't see. Lucid dreaming can provide a platform for emotional and psychological healing by engaging with a dream, content, and emotions in a conscious and controlled manner. You may be able to process past experiences, confront unresolved issues, find emotional release within the safety of a dream environment. Some of that I agree with, some of that I don't.
Now this seems like an ayahuasca experience. Like you're taking another drug to get you into that state and having somebody coach you through your emotional problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
a lot of people do
that's something that we should cover. Ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Because
I would love to do it. I would, when the time comes right, I would do it. As long as it's legal and legit.
I think you gotta go to South America to do it.
Yeah, dude, there's tons of people that do it. Fucking
Joe Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Who's the QB for Green Bay?
Brett Favre?
No.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, he did it. And a lot of people reached out to him and like, yeah, like I want to try this too. The comedian.
I know the comedian you're talking about.
With the whiskey. He's like, you're arrested for drunk in public. He's like, I wasn't drunk in public. He's like, I was drunk in a bar and you threw me into public. Ron White.
Yeah. Yes, I listened to his whole.
Yeah. So they go down to like South America, whatever. It's like a resort.
Yeah.
And they have a coach and they mediate your way through this.
Well, they mediate the amount of ayahuasca they give you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That kind of thing, I got issue with.
I don't know, man. That might be up your alley, dude. That might give you the answer you're looking for.
I don't know.
That might battle your one your one nightmare that you've been struggling with your whole life.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever try it, but
I would do it because I've heard nothing but positive things about it, and it's like they said, you're just, I don't know, in tune. Like, what do they say? There's like some kind of like a not a force field. It sounds so cheesy, but like
your life force.
No, there's some kind of like something that
aura
we can't see, that we're not in touch with, that's there. So if we're looking out right now, it's there, but we can't see it because we're not in touch with it.
That's getting to the limit of my belief.
Yeah, but that's
fine. Well, you know, I'm a skeptic, so
yeah, that's fine. I mean, you know, you believe what you want. It's all good. Not judging anybody, but maybe someday if you did it, you might change your mind.
They say it's like mud, like you're drinking mud.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably gross.
Yeah, I'm not down with that either.
So is that the only reason you wouldn't do it? No, I don't want to drink mud. It tastes like earthquake. Give me 5 of them.
Enhanced dream recall and dream exploration, practicing lucid dreaming. And there's people who do practice this, that intentionally try to invoke lucid dreaming.
Now
and we're going to get to that on how they do it.
Love to try. I just don't have the anal ability, like the analness. I'm like, I don't care.
We'll get down to it, and there's a way to invoke these lucid dreams, but allowing you to remember and analyze your dreams in greater detail can lead to a deeper understanding of your subconscious mind, personal symbols, and reoccurring dream themes, which I do agree with. It's important to remember that the benefits of lucid dreaming can vary from person to person. Not everybody will experience the same advantages, which I've said several times through this. I don't agree with that. Do agree with this. Yeah. So for me, those things didn't apply. For the other things, they did apply. For you, some of the things that I said no did apply for you.
Yeah.
Which is explained right here. Additionally, developing proficiency in our lucid dreaming may require practice and patience. So we're going to take a quick break here because my glass is empty. Your glass is empty.
I got to pee.
And I want a lucid beer. So we'll be right back. So back in March, Sweet Z's mattress sent me a pillow. It is 100% vegan, plant-based down filling, also known as vegetable cashmere. 3-layer design. I got it. I felt it. I'm like, this is going to be way too soft for me. It wasn't. It's perfect. I lay on my back. It supports my head. I lay on my side. It supports my head. I sleep very well with it. It's got cooling properties because it's covered in cotton. You're going to want to check it out. If you're in the market for a pillow, well, go to sweetzmattress.com. And it's sweetzmattress.com. Use TOTW15 for 15% off your order. They have a 50-day money-back guarantee, free returns on all of its products. They sell sheets, mattresses, pillows. Like I said, I have the pillow and I've been using it since March, and I love it. So you're going to want to check it out. And if you want to save some money, TOTW15 at checkout. And we're back, and we're talking about lucid dreaming. We just talked about some of the benefits of lucid dreaming. Let's talk about some of the safety concerns with lucid dreaming. It's generally considered very safe to lucid dream and can be fascinating at the same time. However, there are a few potential risks and dangers associated with lucid dreaming, though they are relatively uncommon. Here are some possible concerns. Sleep disruption, which is probably what happens to me. Engaging in a lucid dream
can tell you what happens to me.
Engaging in lucid dreaming practices may interfere with the quality of your sleep. If you're frequently interrupted in your sleep to induce a lucid dream or become focused on a lucid dream, it can lead to sleep deprivation and daytime fatigue.
I get so tired sometimes, man. I'm not lying. If I'm looking at you, but I'm trying my hardest to stay awake, my eyes will like cross and I'll see doubles of you and I'll just start going down. And I cannot stay awake.
Seeing two of me is not a bad thing, brother.
It could be anything. It'd be I just start seeing double.
Well, I know sometimes when I'm staring at my phone, like I can just feel exhausted and I have to put my phone down and close my eyes.
You think it's the blue light?
I don't know. Could be. Lucid dreams can sometimes invoke false awakenings where you believe you woke up, but you're still in the dream. These experiences can be disorienting and confusing.
I've had those before.
Making it difficult to discern between reality and the dream world. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think I touched on that before. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh, no, did that just happen? I'm like, well, no, I've only been asleep for 5 minutes and I know it felt real.
So sleep paralysis is a phenomenon that occurs during the transition between sleep and wakefulness. In some cases, individuals may experience episodes of paralysis accompanied by hallucinations. While not exclusive to lucid dreaming, it can also occur during the attempting to induce lucid dreams. Sleep paralysis can be distressing and frightening for those who experience. I don't know if I ever had that. I can still hear you chewing, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it annoying?
Yeah.
What about me picking my teeth?
That's horrible. Emotional challenges. Lucid dreams can be intense and vivid, especially if you become aware of the dream state while experiencing highly emotional content. This heightens emotions, experiences within the dream, and can sometimes carry over to your waking life. Potentially affecting your mood and well-being. So you ever have a lucid dream, wake up grumpy?
Yeah.
Okay. See? Proven.
Yeah.
Irrefutable proof.
When I just like, and it's so weird, like, because like sometimes I'll get up and I'm just in a bad mood. It's like I woke up. When they say, well, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
And the next one is something that you just talked about, confusion between dreams and reality.
Yeah.
If you regularly engage in lucid dreaming, which it seems like both of us do, there's a possibility of experiencing difficulty distinguishing between dreams and real life experiences. This confusion may impact your memory or cause a sense of detachment from reality.
And I think a lot of that too has a longer term effect as well as a short term effect, that when you like, when you try and remember something from like years ago, you're like, you start remembering maybe some of your dreams. You're like, that's not how it happened. Like, I remember it this way. And like, nah, you're fucking wrong. Like, you ever have that problem?
Yeah. I've said, and I've heard other people say about their siblings, how they perceived their childhood with the same parent in the same home so differently. Like, I'm not saying necessarily this is the case, but my sister and I were very close growing up, and she may perceive the whole home life experience much differently than I did.
Right.
There could be differences. There could, but like, I knew what was going on in my house
But do you think that has to do with lucid dreaming?
Well, I'm telling you that nightmare, that reoccurring nightmare I had happened from 5 years old on.
Maybe that's like some kind of protective device in your mind's
which
eye.
is what Deborah was saying last week.
Like that keeps you sane from realizing the
horrors and trauma.
Right. Or whatever it is, like just you say horrors and trauma, but horrors and trauma.
I'm serious. And that's what Deb was saying when she said that your dreams are trying to rationalize something that happened to you or during your childhood or your life that you're trying to compensate for.
I believe that in a respect, but I also can't explain like some of the stuff that's not doing that. Like when you're dreaming something that has nothing to do with a trauma that you've experienced in your lifetime.
But it could be symbolic of that trauma. It may not be that exact thing.
We'll go back to my dream where I was getting, chased by
the Reading PD,
the Reading Police Department, and I was like, I got to get out here, and he's like, "Oh, you ain't going nowhere, boy. You're staying right here, and we're getting the whole squad's gonna come down on your ass. We're gonna rape you, boy." And then I jumped out of the squad car and I took off into an unknown city, and I ran into a miniature Conor McGregor.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, he's like, play this flute. And
put your mouth on this.
He goes, play this flute, and these will keep the cops away. So I'm like, and the cops went away, and I ended up partying with everybody on the street. I married one of the hookers that was on the street, and
after you put Conor McGregor's flute in your mouth,
it turned into like a sex dream, and then that was it. I woke up, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I told everyone like, and that turned into the whole, like, to me, a thing of like, yo, you don't ever want to get caught in the back of a Reading cop car, like, because, but I'm just, that's what it was, dude. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not.
No, it's a dream. It didn't happen. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just,
I think even if it really did happen, I'd probably tell you the same thing.
It's just, what the fuck was going through your head?
I always know, like, people have asked me, like, what were you watching before you went to bed? And a lot of times I'll watch YouTube before I go to bed. And a lot of it's like Ancient Aliens or something about apocalypse.
You sure you weren't watching Pornhub before you went to bed before that dream?
Usually I don't, honestly. But yeah, like, I can't relate that dream to anything that I watch. It just does not make sense.
But now you've told me that you've had dreams that do relate to things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Bigfoot.
Oh, you were full force.
I know. We were there when it happened.
Tell them the story.
I don't remember the whole thing because I was a little liquored up.
So sorry, go ahead.
We were down in West Virginia.
Yep.
During our West Virginia trip, which was 2 years ago. Actually 2 years ago this week.
Was it?
Yes.
I want to go back down there again.
And Rob, you and I were watching something on cryptids, Bigfoot.
Yep.
And you fell asleep, and I
fell asleep on the couch.
We were laughing at you because you fell asleep.
And lo and behold, you had no idea.
We had no idea. You get up and tell us this fucking thing, and even Rob said, "Well, you were just watching Bigfoot."
Yeah. What I remember?
What had happened was
I remember, I fell asleep. We were watching this Bigfoot show. I fell asleep, and then all of a sudden I was hunting Bigfoot, and I had like this Bigfoot call, and I was like, "Ruff, ruff, ruff, ruff." And I'm making the sound, but I was making the sound in real life.
You were making the sound while you were sleeping,
and I woke myself up, and I had this whole dream about me hunting a Bigfoot. But the Bigfoot wasn't big. He was like a little miniature, like
he was a little Bigfoot.
He was a little Bigfoot. And like there was this whole like I can't even remember the whole thing right now, but I know I was hunting him, and I had like this flute. I had like a bolt gun that I would like shoot him with if I got close to him. But I'm making the sound, and I woke myself up while making the sound, and I looked over at you guys, and I'm like, "Was I just making that sound?" And you guys are like, "Dude, what the fuck was that?" Yeah,
because Rob and I were both sitting there like, "What the fuck?" And, yep.
But in my mind, I was calling the Bigfoot so I can lure him in to shoot him.
Okay.
Right. So what reality or what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
That can't be like something that I'm lacking in, or that's just some
I
weird...
think that was an outside influence. The show we were watching, influenced your dreams,
right?
And then you were lucid dreaming, trying to control it.
Yeah.
Because that show we were watching was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I love those shows, but I don't think so that's where my disconnect is with like the that's a deficiency in your life where like this means that like that's your inability to hunt an elk and kill it.
I honestly don't think that was what Deb was saying, that all dreams.
No, not all dreams.
I think,
but
I think she had a good point in saying that sometimes the situations in your dreams are indicative of things that you are dealing with in your life.
Now listen, I totally agree with that to an extent. I don't think it's 100%.
No,
but for sure there are some things where you're like, okay, that's totally like related
now,
to.
Don't tell her I agreed with her.
She's gonna smash his mug across your face. I told you, you fuck.
She would say it nicer than that. She's not as nasty as I am. It's worth noting that these risks are not common, and not everybody will encounter them. Just like the benefits, not everybody will encounter the same things. With proper awareness, moderation, and focused on maintaining a healthy sleep routine, the majority of individuals can explore lucid dreaming in a safe and enjoyable way.
Just like a cupcake.
So, can you invoke a lucid dream? And we had talked about this earlier. And the answer is yes. There are several techniques and practices that can increase the likelihood of experiencing a lucid dream. Here are a few of the popular methods. Reality checks. Perform a reality check throughout the day to build a habit of questioning whether you are dreaming or awake. Common reality checks include this one seems really stupid to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like what the am I awake or am I sleeping?
I'm gonna pinch myself right. Oh, I'm awake.
Yeah. Oh, I would take this gun and shoot myself in the I'm dead.
Common reality checks include looking at your hands.
They're still swollen.
Trying to push your finger through your palm. Checking the time on the clock. Evidently, the habit can carry over into your dreams, leading to lucidity. So now, if I try to put my finger through my hand, I'm gonna blow a hole in my hand because I'm just, I'm just strong like that.
I can see the clock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! I can see the clock thing because in dreams that I'm sorry.
Come on in.
I thought it looked like there was somebody with their penis out. I'm sorry. I saw the reflection on the thing and I'm like, Cookie Jojo.
We're going to the meet and greet Friday.
Awesome. Gonna meet Ace Frehley.
Really?
Yep.
Get the hell out.
Yep.
That old decrepit.
Watch it. Kiss Army.
Never liked Kiss.
I did.
They're all right.
Have you ever been to a Kiss concert?
Nope.
It's an event, bro.
I'm sure it is.
I'm
sure it is.
I've seen Kiss several times. One time I was very disappointed because it was the Unmasked tour. And
yeah, it's like, no, don't go unmasked. No.
So I was very upset. I didn't know it was on Mass Tour. And my stepdad took me to the concert. And I'm like, I was disappointed. So he kicked my ass because I was ungrateful. The second time I saw him, they had the paint back on. It was fucking awesome. And then the third time I saw him was with Motley Crue, which for me was the pinnacle of rock.
Whoa! Yeah! Kickstep a hop.
Love Gun.
What was that you're like, that's fake. It's fake. He's not saying that shit. Where he was like really off and like,
yeah. Well,
whoa! Yeah! Kickstep a hop because I'm in the hospital.
Come on. Stop picking on Vince, man.
Hey, listen, if you went that hard for that many years and he looks as good as he does.
Speaking of that, when we went to that Tom Kiefer concert with Winger 2 weeks ago, or last weekend, the singer who took over for Vince was the opening act.
I didn't know they had somebody took over for him.
When they kicked Vince out of the band, they did one album with
wait, hold on. Circa 40 years later, they kick him out of the band.
No, it wasn't 40 years. It was in the 90s.
My baby doll.
What the hell was the guy's name?
Did you watch the Motley Crue movie?
Yes, Dirt. The Dirt.
Yeah.
I saw it.
What do you think?
I liked it. It's very dramatized,
dramatized and whitewashed. Like my sister read all the books, like from Slash and who was the Nikki Sixx?
Slash was Guns N' Roses.
But they hung out together. And Nikki Sixx was fucking crazy. Who?
I keep thinking Tom Segura, but that's not it.
Well, who?
The guy who did one album with Motley Crue.
Not Tom Segura. It's his other guy. The Machine. Look up The Machine.
John Corabi.
Oh, I was going to say Bert Kreischer.
John Corabi was the opening act for the two bands. Although I didn't think he was great, the album that he did was not horrible. Now back in, what was it, 97? 94? I was very much against it because he wasn't Vince.
Right.
But in retrospect, looking at the music that came out of it, it's not bad music.
I never knew they kicked him out of the band.
But yeah, he there was a period of time where none of them talked.
That's a common theme between big rock bands like that.
Yeah.
Dude, why don't we do like a fucking episode of Motley Crue?
I would do that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
hey, I just want to say this has gotten better with it.
I think it has too.
This is fucking delicious.
It's still sweet.
Yeah.
But it's good. The beer we're drinking is Top Rope Brewing's.
Top Rope? I like that.
That's what I originally.
I like that.
Top Rope Brewing Cherry Bells.
Mm.
It's a Belgian strong ale.
If I had to review that, 5 out of 5.
Finished on sour cherries.
That is good.
I do think it has grown on me more. It's not the beer I wanted to make, but it's the beer I deserved.
You should make that again.
I'm going to make it again, but I'm going to make it right. I'm not going to make the same mistake.
Okay.
So we're back to lucid dreams, and we're talking about the ways to invoke them.
Okay, kiddo. I can't give you too many chips.
They said before falling asleep, repeat a mantra or affirmation to yourself, such as, I will have a lucid dream tonight. I am aware that I'm dreaming. Visualize yourself becoming lucid in the dream while focusing on the attention to remember that you were dreaming. I think that was bullshit.
So I'll have you know, I watched a show years ago, and it was one of our founding fathers, and they're not invoking lucid dreams, but he would go into a meditative state where he came up with all his great ideas. And what he would do is he would light a candle, and he would lay in bed, and he would watch the flicker of the flame, and he would come up with that's how he meditated. So to me, that seems almost like not like chanting is like a drum beat, like it's like that's the same beat over and over again. So you're kind of meditating.
Oh, oh,
oh. Savannah. Salami with hot sauce. But you know what I mean? Like,
so you're buying that one.
I buy the chant. I know what chanting is. I've done it before, and you can call me crazy, but it fucking works.
I chanted before, but it was always Motley Crue, or you fucked up. Fucked up.
Guar. No, but aside from that, yes, I have chanted before. You can say what you want, but I know for a fact, like I have, like kind of like just almost what had like an outer body experience. Like you get away from like your own thoughts, and like it's weird, dude. And I don't know if it was the social setting that I was in, and maybe they drummed me up to believe that. I haven't had it since, but yet I haven't tried it since. But it is literally so I met this chick that she she went and meditated with like monks over in India and met the Dalai Lama, and they have a specific like drum beat, and it's a chant. It's a chant that they say. I forget what I have it written down somewhere, but they say that over and over and again. I think it's written in one of the Beatles songs. And so you're basically like, you hear this drum beat and chant over and over again. You're laying in a dark room, your legs elevated, and you're just, kind of going to sleep. And that's what that reminds me of.
Okay. That I could see, but
yeah, not like trying to set your alarm 5 minutes before you wake up and
that's the next thing.
Bend your penis at a 45-degree angle.
Well, I don't know about the penis bending, but the next way to invoke a lucid dream is WBTB, which is wake back to bed. They said set an alarm after you were approximately 4 to 6 hours in sleep.
Who the fuck's going to do that?
Stay awake for a short period of time. Engage in activities like reading or meditation. Then go back to sleep with the intention of having a lucid dream. The idea is to enter REM sleep period directly, which is when dreams are likely to occur.
So that's some kind of like Matrix shit.
That's some voodoo shit right there.
Like, I'm gonna wake you. As soon as I come into REM sleep, you gonna wake me up and inject me with some semen right in my mouth. Now I'm gonna have some gay dreams.
Moving on. Reality testing within your dreams. Train yourself to question the reality within your dreams. Look for dream signs such as unusual occurrences or inconsistencies, and perform reality checks when you encounter them. This practice helps you establish a habit of critical thinking and can lead to lucidity.
See, I can't get behind that. Because like I'm not looking for certain things. Like your dreams are just happening and you're there, and like you can control certain outcomes to an extent, but you're not looking for, oh, what time's the clock? What the make sure the clock says 6 o'clock.
See, what I'm hearing with that is you go into your lucid dream knowing what your lucid dream is going to be and controlling it from there. I don't always know what mine is, but when I'm in it, I can steer it.
Right. I would love to know what mine are when I go in it, but I don't know.
Well, that last one sounds to me like you have an intention to dream about being with Marilyn Monroe.
I think that,
and when you're in it, you control being with Marilyn Monroe.
I've done shit like that. Like I tried to dream of like, I'm going to live in this big house. I want to be a millionaire and I'm going to be with this person. And your dream just does not go anywhere close to that.
Podcast therapy dog in the house.
Hey, baby. Come on. You want another chip?
That's what she wants.
I know. You're a good girl. Sit. Good girl.
That's my baby girl. Lucid dreaming supplements. Some individuals can use certain supplements or herbs like galantamine.
What was that?
Galantamine.
What's that do?
It's galantamine. Or mugwort.
Mugwort?
What the fuck are we in Harry Potter land?
I don't know, man. You looked this shit up.
To potentially enhance the likelihood of lucid dreaming. However,
let me give you some more of that mugwort.
It's important to research the use of such substances responsibly. So it's like peyote, or
I don't know. I guess but it's not hallucinogenics. Well, maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Let me look up mugwort. Mugwort doesn't exist in this world.
There's no such thing as mugwort. There's muggles.
So,
muggy wort.
Keep going. What do you got?
Okay. Remember that development of skills of lucid dreaming may take time and practice. It is also essential to maintain consistent sleep schedule, prioritize good sleep hygiene, and be patient with the process. Lucid dreaming is a highly individual experience, which I do agree with 100%. So exploring different techniques and finding what works for you best to increase your chances of having lucid dreams. While the experience of lucid dreams are personal and subjective, there are many notable examples of famous individuals who have reported or discussed their experience in lucid dreaming. Here's a few examples. This I thought you would find interesting because you did touch on this when we were talking about the beginning of this section. So now we've done a podcast on Nikola Tesla. See the link below. Renowned inventor and scientist Nikola Tesla reportedly had vivid and highly lucid dreams. He claims that many of his groundbreaking scientific ideas and inventions originated from his dreams, including the design for the alternating current motor.
Yes.
So do you remember we did that?
Yep.
Okay. So that dream he had when he was a child.
Isn't that crazy?
About the AC motor.
I had a dream about this. It looks like a fist, and it's on a motor that goes like this, and then women use it to stimulate themselves.
It cures hysteria.
it goes like this. The thumb rotates.
Dude.
Where are those people?
You went full Johnny on that one.
Where are those people? I had this dream of a flashlight. It's a big gulp cup with a plastic vagina inside of it.
It came to me in the dream.
And then you just order it online on some website and it shows up at your house the next day.
I went to Amazon and got a fleshlight.
You fucked the shit out of it.
So Salvatore Dali, surrealist artist Salvatore Dali, was known to explore the boundaries between dreams and reality in his artwork. He believed that his ability to access and capture vivid imagery from his dreams greatly influenced his artistic style. Paul McCartney, podcast every dog in the house. Coco Jean. Paul McCartney, musician and former member of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, has spoken about having lucid dreams. In interviews, he mentioned that he was able to control his dreams and even receive musical inspiration while dreaming.
See, that I never knew.
I didn't know that one. I knew Tesla and I knew Dali.
I really wish John Lennon would get shot. That's fucked up.
Carl Jung, influential psychologist Carl Jung exclusively studied dreams and exploring the concept of lucid dreams. He emphasized the significance of dreams as a meaning to access the unconscious mind and gaining insight into one's psyche. Now, I don't know who Carl Jung is.
Well, you're in luck because I don't either.
Okay. The next one I don't know either, but they explain that. Stephen
LeBerge. I
Uh,
didn't say LeBerge.
LeBerge?
LeBerge.
Yeah. Well, not, it's LeBerge white flag. Well, not widely recognized in mainstream culture, Stephen LeBerge was a notable researcher and author who has made significant contributions to scientific study of lucid dreaming. He developed various techniques and conducted extensive research to explore the potentials of lucid dreaming.
So done. That's it. That's the solid state relay that we needed.
So
he did all the research right there. No need to look further.
Now we made the white flag joke. Well, one of us did
because he's a Frenchie.
The funny thing was I was listening to a podcast, or not a podcast the other day, a YouTube video the other day when they were saying how the fierce French army did blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fierce French army.
Well, apparently, like, I'm going to give the French some props here.
Well, during the Revolutionary War.
And World War I, they were a very fierce fighting.
Okay, I'll give you that. World War II, they said, I give up.
We should do maybe an episode on World War I fascinates me. It's also
a war that nobody really talks about.
The meat grinder that it was. Did you watch All Quiet on the Western Front, the remake?
We've talked about this. I have not. It's a paid movie right now. It's not free. When it's free, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. You got to watch it. The 70s version is.
I saw the 70s version.
It is what it is.
But it's a 70s movie.
The newer one, I think you would really enjoy.
It's important to note that these are just a few examples of the famous people who have had lucid dreams or talked about them. And there may be many more individuals who have experienced or discussed their encounters with lucid dreaming throughout history. Lucid dreaming has fascinated and inspired people in various fields, including art, science, psychology, and continues to be a subject of interest and exploration for many.
And yet we know nothing really.
No, it's all subjective.
Right. Yeah.
Like everything's subjective. It's like, your experience is not going to be my experience.
Yep.
That's it. Do you have anything else to add to lucid dreaming?
No.
Coco Jean, you have anything to add?
I want more potato chips.
I keep coming up here and John keeps giving me chips, so I'm going to keep coming up here.
Give her little ones.
if my dog shits all over the floor tonight, I'm picking you up and laying you in it.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, we took on lucid dreaming, and I found it interesting because both you and I have experienced it.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about it in our 100th episode, which can be found in the link below.
In fact, I think I'm going to go to sleep and have a lucid dream right now.
I bet you are.
I'm going to take a dump right on your big old chest, Michael.
What the fuck, dude? So, okay.
What does that mean?
We've took on lucid dreaming. You go take on the world, and I am sick and disgusted.
This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, Boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill. You want to be my wife?
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.